Okay, starting again. I'm trying to cut them down to between 20 and 30 minutes because the first video I did was like nearly an hour and Windows went into like reboot. Somebody rebooted it remotely. Now, I don't know. It seems like the brown driver, brown, brown caramel driver is satisfied with the ending, or he cannot see him. I think he cannot see him is the gist here, the gist of the scene here, is that he hid, right? Went into hiding.
The highway is all yours, Jack.
And true, Fox. When we flip the coin, you will see that's not the case.
We're budging for at least an hour. Maybe the police will pull him by then.
Okay, well, for an hour, then you lost your appointment, right? Just think about it. If you were him, anybody who's in that position and lost the appointment, they would make a U-turn and go back home, right?
Maybe they won't, but at least you'll be far away from me. Dear, did you have a nice trip? No, just the same old thing.
Did you hear the crows? The crows are like something of an emblem or a milestone or something of the sort for those movies. That's not haphazard. They consider crows like evil spirits, similar to snakes and anything else. They're animals. Sure. I mean, one can consider them as evil spirits and so on. Maybe in some situations, I don't know. So these, if you look in the back end here, behind at the background, you see like a junkyard with so many cars. Here, the gist of it is that that truck destroyed so many cars, or societies, or a nation or something of the sort. That's what they're trying to insinuate here. And there are horses, of course. Where do horses come from? Arabians. And you see, I don't know what that means really. The laundry, airing laundry and stuff, I don't know what that means. See, this one has like its eye cut, pulled out or something. Poor countries and nations. That brown truck did all that to them. The lights, as you can see, the lights are stripped off. The headlights are turned out. What that means is they are blinded. They can no longer see what's right and what's wrong, and now they're in a junkyard. That's what he's trying to say here. Can't be farther from the truth, Fox. If this new world is that of Dennis Weaver, this is the case now. I mean, think about it. He just went to sleep, right? Okay, good. Then the appointment is gone. Why not just turn back and go home? Another train. So catch the train, you other people, dead cars, blind, countries, and whatever it is that he's trying to insinuate, that's the train, you catch the train. the train that he's offering, supposedly. More like Dungeons of Siberia. Gulags. Now, I don't know what that is here. I know it's a reflection of the sun, but reflecting the sun on the hair, somehow it doesn't come to me as yellow, right? But I've seen some people, take a small strand of hair, like a portion of hair, and they make it blonde. So does that signify anything? I don't know, but I've seen that before. Here, it could be just a coincidence. So yeah, some people just, I remember, they take like a small tuft of hair, or, and they highlight it yellow. I don't know, ritual, possible. Oh, the scenery is nice. Oh, I can't deny that. No. Finally, you don't see him anymore. Finally, it's over. This encounter is over. Now, welcome to your seat. He's waiting for him. Now, you've seen other cars, right? Like I told you. Why is he focusing on him? That's questionable. But remember, I told you there is a car that was coming at the same direction. You never seen any other car come from the same direction, right? Except that one. And one more. Give me a second. Remember the station wagon I told you about that was parked in front of Chuck's Cafe? Not in the parking lot, but across the street, right? Those people were outside. The guy who said it's a whiplash, and that old rabbi who's tying his hands or arms behind his back. And although the station wagon has different siding to it, but it's really the same thing. Now that man with the bushy sideburns, or braids, right? Blue shirt and so on. Remember, he was like cogitating and so on. What they are trying to say back there is how to trying to help him, right? And now they went ahead of him, right? They avoided the fray and went ahead of him to do something. So look at the driver of the station wagon, and you will see it's the same hair, the same head. And he's riding over tan people and whatever people, cars and goyim. Genitalians. Gentiles. Those people that really are not of the same. But you can see the head. It's pretty much the same of that guy. I tried to read the license plate. I couldn't, but I saw the number 15. I don't know what that means. 1-5. I'm aware of 1-6, but 1-5. I have no idea. Notice he passes by the truck unnoticed. And he here is, if you look closely, he is looking at the station wagon now. And now the car, if you look at the car, it's red, except the silvery part, that's painted blue. Was that before? And that muffler, the way it's like blowing smoke, it's certainly evil. I made a U-turn. Maybe the colors of the license plates and the numbers mean different countries. As per Spielberg, when he made commentary on it, he said these are the countries that the truck or whoever it is, right, did so much harm on in or something of the sort. That interview, like a lengthy one, is really on the same DVD. Don't you think he should have done that long time ago? Just walk in person and talk to the guy. But hey, only if you see him. Walking next to a yellow divider. In highways, the divider is wide, I think including California. Oh, maybe yellow, I don't know. But here the yellow does denote something. I will show you. Here also it doesn't make sense. He just tried to kill him at the Sally's Americans or Snackarama station. I mean, didn't he just try to kill him in the telephone booth, run him over when he was in the telephone booth? Why would he want to shun him now? I mean, here's, if there's a time, an opportune moment, this is it for the truck, right? To go and like either run him down or destroy his car or something of the sort. Why is he like running away from him, right? It just doesn't make sense. But what he's trying to say is that he don't want to face him face to face, you know. When he got out of his car, now the truck is running away. Reminds me of this movie, Das Boot, and the German movie about the submarine and so on. They never show you the English, but what they're trying to project in that movie is that the German is so coward, right? Which is not true, right? It's really the opposite. And the English is so brave. Whenever they noticed the sub, they just like came over and started dropping death charges and so on. So that movie is stereotyping the German and trying to raise the polish the image of the English. Something same thing in same situation here in this scene. I want you to notice something else. The tie he's wearing is a signature tie. I have seen it before. Exact same style, exact same color, exact same pattern. Worn by a certain news anchor, one of those three main stations like ABC, NBC, CBS, you know, the 5:30 news. And one of them was at one point or another, and some of them did as well, but that one owns exactly the same tie. a Jewish man called Brian Williams. Exactly the same thing. Does it mean something? I don't know, but hey, I don't care. Nice title. Oh, you know, he tried to run him down, run after him before, and he escaped as well. That was when he came out of the cafe, or Chuck's free man, where the gold is, and then he ran after him. He didn't want to face him either. Okay, so that's the second time.
Prismatic, Chopper? Well, anyway, yes. I wonder if you'd do me a favor. What's that? Would you stop the nearest telephone you come to and call the police? Police? Yeah, you see that truck? Mister, we don't want any trouble. No, there won't be any trouble. All I'm asking you to do is just call the police. No, ma'am, all I'm asking you.
So the conversation here turns in, like what the point here is, the subtle point is that he tried to call for help, right? Those guys, he and his wife, right? But it turned into a dysfunctional conversation. He couldn't complete the conversation and they abandoned him. So he was not completely guilty of not calling for help, police or anybody else. Oh, he tried. Oh, that just doesn't matter, right?
Make a phone call.
Jim, step on the
My
brake.
life's in danger. I intend to make a lousy phone call to the lousy police for me.
Stop it, mister.
You
You're
just
scaring
drop me
me.
off at the nearest
See?
station. I'll pay you for it.
As if Dennis Weaver here is trying to not to really get things going. He could have explained to them, and they would have probably called the police later if they saw anything out of the ordinary, right? Like out of the usual. They would really go call the police. Damn. Now, this driver saying that, oh yeah, I can see him, means that others don't see him, but somehow he got the clarity of the mind and of the vision to see him. That's what this here is. That there's really a truck there. That's what's his name? Dennis Weaver, Dave Mann, is complaining about. Others looked at him, trees now. Trees. So he's between the trees, right? Green, brown and green. Brown truck. You know that truck with its stains and discoloration? Looks like one of those Halloween characters. Those characters like who look really bad. They're murderous and so on. And they have blood here and blood there. They're, oh man. So you can't blame poor Dennis Weaver. He tried to face him off in person, but he ran off. Uh-oh. Angry. Now he's gearing up for a big battle, final one. That's what that means. He protected his eyes and buckled up, and he's getting ready to go. Now he has prior information. When we flip the coin, I'll show you. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off. Give me a second and start a new video.